Hey guys, so recently I've been getting more and more requests to do videos about online school, and today I'm going to share my 10 study essentials that have been helping me get through online school and be a more efficient, productive, and motivated student. In the next few weeks, I'm going to post another video that's kind of like part 2 of this video, and it's going to focus on study tips for online classes. So if you are interested, make sure that you have your post notifications on for this channel so you don't miss that video. And a quick reminder that everything mentioned in this video is, as always, linked in the description box below. And with that being said, let's go ahead and get started. So my first study essential is my study playlist. With online school and having to be stuck in my room all day long, my number one distraction are random background noises, like I hear the TV in the background or my family members are being way too loud, and closing the door just simply doesn't do much. So in these cases, I like to play my study playlist in the background to block out all of those random noises and actually focus on studying. Also, if you use study playlists for a little bit of time, your brain will start associating being productive to that music, and basically every time you hear that study playlist, your brain will be like, okay, no more procrastination, time to be productive. And that will definitely help you focus more and just like increase your productivity for sure. So when picking or making your own study playlist, I highly recommend that you pick songs that don't really have many lyrics in them. So maybe like melodies or lo-fi beats are usually ideal for studying. One cool hack that I found is that I basically make a playlist, except the songs are in another foreign language that I don't speak. For example, in this playlist, most of the songs I'm assuming are in Korean, but then I really wouldn't be able to tell you because I don't actually speak Korean, so I really wouldn't know. But the point is that I can't really sing along or understand the lyrics or focus on the song because I don't understand anything. If you already have a really nice study playlist that you love, however, you've kind of been using it for a really long time and you already know all the songs and are singing along, then I highly recommend that you use the Spotify's Create Similar Playlist feature. It's actually spot on most of the time and creates really similar playlists within like 2 seconds. A couple of my playlists are public on my Spotify account, so if you want to check it out, I'll link it below, or just like search for the username that you see on the screen. The second study essential kind of goes along with the first one, and that is headphones. Now, right before lockdown started, I actually saw these Sony noise canceling headphones on sale and I picked them up, and at first I was like, oh my god, I wasted so much money, I probably should return these. And then lockdown started, and these are probably the only things that kept me sane throughout this entire journey of lockdown and online school, because without these, I'm pretty sure I would have gone crazy. Now, I know that these types of headphones aren't exactly cheap, so you can just use your own standard like headphones or earphones. I even heard a lot of students return these types of headphones because they just don't work for some people. So just use what you have. And also, another thing I recommend is trying out earplugs if you're someone that does love studying in silence. These can be super effective and they're also quite cheap, so check these out if you haven't tried them already. Moving on, the next study essential that I have is my time tracking app. The one that I use is Now and Then, and it has honestly been life-changing. I love it so much. So how it works is that you basically create different categories for things you would normally do throughout the day, and all you have to do to track your time is just tap on that category once, and then if you start doing something else, you just tap on another category. So basically, it doesn't take any time out of your day to track your time, and this can be super useful because at the end of the day, you can look at your daily time log. You also get reports on daily, weekly, and monthly basis. And if you look at them for like 2 minutes, you will instantly realize what your biggest time management problems are and how you can improve your time management and be more productive. Also, when you are tracking your time, you automatically become more intentional of how you spend your time. And also, obviously, you don't want to log like 4 hours of procrastination into your time log, which motivates you to be more productive and get more done throughout the day. So at the end of the day, when you look at your time log, you feel more accomplished. However, if you are someone that's easily distracted by your phone and instead of tracking your time, you'll just like end up on Instagram procrastinating, then I recommend using a study timer instead. So a study timer usually has two different functions. The first one works like a standard timer. Basically, it counts down, and then once the time is up, it just rings. And this is really great if you are a fan of setting timers or you use the Pomodoro method daily. And the second function that it has, which is my personal favorite, is when the timer counts up. Basically, when you start studying, you turn on the timer, and then when you take a break, you pause it, and then when you come back from your break and start studying again, you'll just resume the timer. And this means at any point during the day, you can see exactly how much time you spend studying, working, or being productive, depending on what you decided to track that day. And I really love this specific study timer because, first of all, the design, I think it's like super cute and I love it, but also this doubles as a digital clock. So whenever I'm not using it as a timer, it just displays the time on my desk, which is super practical. Moving on to my next study essential, which is my laptop stand. Because classes are online, a lot of assignments and projects need to be done on your computer as well. And because of that, I spend so much of my time every single day staring at my laptop. Without using a stand, your laptop is usually below your eye level, which means that looking at it all day long can cause eye strains, neck strains, and also just negatively affect your posture, which is something you obviously want to avoid. So the first laptop stand I ever got was this one. It was very bulky and heavy, and it just took up a lot of space, which is why I stopped using it. However, luckily, I discovered another laptop stand that I just can't stop talking about because I just love it so much. It's by the brand Moft. Basically, it's super thin, it sticks to the back of your laptop, and it's magnetic. So whenever you're not using it, it feels like it's not even there. But whenever you need a laptop stand, it offers 3 different positions, and it's pretty sturdy as well. So whoever designed this product is an absolute genius. It'll be linked below if you guys want to check it out, just like everything else I mentioned in this video. My next study essential is a to-do list. So I really hope that everybody watching this video plans their day somehow, whether it's by a to-do list or another planning method like time blocking, scheduling. There are many methods out there. But if you are not planning your day, just remember that failing to plan is planning to fail. The reason I prefer to-do lists over scheduling or time blocking is because usually other random things come up that weren't planned before, or things take longer than planned, and because of that I fall behind schedule and I feel really bad. So instead, with a to-do list, it's just easier because you check one thing off and then you move on to the next one. However, you and I may not be the same, so try out different methods and figure out which one makes you the most productive and efficient. My next study favorite / essential is a lap desk. So I usually spend 90% of my day sitting in front of my desk, and sometimes I just really want to change the environment and move somewhere else. But the only other area in my room is my bed, so that's kind of the only alternative I have. I've noticed that more and more people have started studying in bed because of lockdown. I've seen a few people take notes in their bed in the weirdest positions ever, and it worries me because that's kind of so bad for your posture. So if you are one of those people, please consider getting a lap desk. So I got this one a few months ago for around like $25, and it's really great because it has a cup holder, a holder for your iPad, and also a little compartment on the side where you can keep all of your essentials. I think it's worth every single penny, and it's great not only for studying, but also if you want to have like a self-care Sunday Netflix binge type of day. Yeah, it's amazing for that. Moving on to my next essential, which are study snacks and water. So my number one excuse to leave my desk and start procrastinating is getting snacks or getting water, because then I get distracted and then I scroll on Instagram for like 3 hours, and then I have to stay up to like 2 a.m. doing my assignments. So in order to avoid all of that, I just get my study snacks and water before I actually sit down to study. If you love study snacks, then I link an article in the description box below that will tell you the best study snacks that will help you memorize better and study better. So check it out if you guys are interested. Another study essential of mine is an external monitor. A lot of the time I need to have 2 different windows open on my computer, and split screen just doesn't give me enough space to work properly. So with an external monitor, that problem is immediately solved. The one that I have is by the brand, I think it's pronounced Lipo. I'm not really sure. I'll link it down below. This is great because I can put the online lecture on the monitor and then take notes on my laptop, especially when it comes to like computer science programming type of stuff. This is just a lifesaver. And the last study essential I can think of for today's video is my book stand. Sometimes the books or textbooks that I'm reading just will not stay open, which is super annoying. And also taking notes whenever the textbook is actually in front of you is just a lot more efficient, so I like to use a book stand in this case. I specifically purchased this one because it's taller. It not only works for bigger textbooks, but it's also really nice because you can use it with different documents or handouts or anything that's printed, which is really useful and can be very handy. Before we wrap up this video, question of the day, let me know in the comments down below, do you prefer online classes or going to school? Personally, I prefer going to school because with online classes, teachers are like, I know you guys have so much free time, so here's like 10 times more homework. And that's like really annoying. That takes up so much of my time, and I feel like I have less free time with online classes than when I was actually going to school. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I love you to the moon and back. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you soon in my next video. Bye!